Sorry, I didn't want you guys to hear me yelling. Okay, so what?
I don't know why.
I mean, I wasn't mean. I just, like, I don't want you to hear, like, this yelling all of a sudden. Okay, so I do, okay, so it says October 22nd, weekly post. And then I go Monday, 1, 2, Tuesday, 1, 2. And so then I go through. I want every fourth post to be a quote. I count where I'm at and put quote. And then I want every almost 8th or 9th-ish post to be a transformation. I count and see what day it is and if I want it morning or night, and I type transformation. And then Sundays I'll usually do maybe something more family or religious. So I'll just put family or religious. And then I will go through and put, I get paid on Thursdays, so I think I'll do a coaching post. And then I haven't done a food one for a while, so then I put a food. That's literally all I do, and it makes such a difference because you can think about your day in advance, and you're not like on the fly wondering what to do. And so usually what I do is I'll have that the night before. I actually use this app. Let me show you. Have you guys heard of When to Post?
No.
Yeah, let me, it's this one that looks like a clock right there. It just says When to Post. It literally, you connect your Instagram and it says when to post. It tells you the best times for your algorithm. So it says, for me, my times are 2, 3:30, and 4:45 today. So it says right now, don't post. And then it says the time, like how long I have until I need to post. So then you can click, so like Sunday, if I click Sunday, it says right there, those are my good times for Sunday. So that's how I know, like if I want to do a call to action, I kind of look at these green like peak times. Oh, where'd it go? And that's kind of how I know when a good time is. So like, and I've tried it posting outside of those just out of curiosity, and it really, they tank. So, and this is obviously just with Instagram, but typically your Facebook's pretty similar to Instagram. So that's what I use as far as when. So then I can know, that's another thing I do when I'm scheduling, like making my little thing. And I only do about 2 posts a day. I used to do 3, and what we found is that doing 1 or 2 a day is better, and then lots and lots of stories. So always having at least 10 stories on your stories. But that's what I do, is I go and look at the peak times, and then I can compare, when do I do a call to action? And then I look in there and look at my marketing calendar and see, okay, we're doing a pre-group or whatever. I probably want to talk about it this day. I'm like, hey, close that gate right now. Ari, oh, hang on. She opened the gate and Judd's upstairs. Hey, you can't let him up the stairs. No, honey, that is not okay. No. Come on. All right, that's not okay. Don't do that again, please. Okay? He could fall, remember? We've talked about that. Okay? Do you guys want to watch a different show? Okay, well, it should be on. Then sit and watch it. Oh my gosh. Where did my pen go? Okay. So that's pretty much what I do, is I look at the marketing calendar, compare when a call to action post is be, because for me, call to action posts, does everyone know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Inviting, like a come join my challenge group type, I don't know. Like for me, they do better at night. And so I don't ever do, and if I look at my times of when this app says, there's only one day it says to post 11:15. That's the earliest it says. So I don't post anything until usually like 11:15. The other days are like 12 or 12:45. So that's kind of how I know. And then like if I'm on the run somewhere, I put a timer because I usually already have everything typed out. And what I've learned is if you have something that comes to your mind, type it up. You don't have to post it right away, but type it up in the moment, because when you try to come back to that, the emotions are different. They're not the same. They're not, like I've tried to do that and I've come back and I'm like in a bad mood and it does not come out the same way. It's in the closet. I'll get it in a minute, okay? I think it's upstairs. They come out the wrong way and people can tell that. So if I have something that like is really emotional and coming to mind that I really want to share, I just type it up in my notes, and then when I feel the time is right, I'll share it. And that way it's already ready, you know. But that's what I do is the day before I kind of think about, okay, what do I really want to talk about? I was telling Brooke this the other day. What are some of the objections that I've heard a lot? Money. Okay, I want to talk about that because it keeps coming up. It's constant. And so I want to talk about what I had to go through to start. Money is obviously everybody's issue, but what did I have to give up? How did I make it work? And like, you have to be very specific. And that's what Kendra Hall talks about, is she talks about telling the story. So taking them back to the moment, and just instead of saying, I had to cut out the gas station. No, you have to say like, every single day on my way to work, I would stop at the gas station. I would get $2.99 something and this and that, you know, and then I would get to work and I felt like crap, you know, and like just take them to the whole scene as if you're telling the story, and then explain it in a way that like they can relate instead of just like scrubbing the surface. You know what I mean? So
like
that,
and also when you're having like an actual conversation with people that you're inviting to, like both.
yeah. Yeah. So like I've done different types of call to actions. Some work differently than others. Like there's sometimes that like just a simple, I'm looking for 5 women who want to lose 20 pounds. Seriously, right. Like sometimes those work. And that's the thing, is you just try different stuff. Like you just try different things because everyone's market is so different. And so a lot of times I'll get like a billion comments for that. And then I'll share a whole story and nothing happens. However, yeah, I feel like if I impacted one person, then that made a difference, because obviously someone's going to relate to that story. They may not reach out to you or anything, but it made something happen, you know?
Right.
Well, everyone's different, and it's kind of just a trial and error, and you can't beat yourself up over it, and you can't compare how many likes someone else got or how many comments someone else got, because there's also a lot of behind the scenes stuff for everybody, and nobody knows what goes on behind the scenes. Because I used to do that with Jalen. I used to compare myself. I used to be like, oh my gosh, she has 50 likes or 50 comments. How does she get 50 comments? Well, she was inviting like 500 people a week. That's why she was connecting with those people. So they were seeing stuff. You know what I mean? So we never know like what's going on behind the scenes. So the other thing with scheduling is you don't want to use a third-party app, because it will bump your stuff out of the algorithm. It'll bump you right out. So the only thing that I do use, it's called Planoly. Where is it? It's this P. And the only reason I use it is because I can see, like I don't schedule anything with it, but I can see my feed. So, oh, that didn't work. Oh.
What's it called?
It's called Planoly. Planoly.
Oh, yeah. I was spelling it wrong.
Okay, so it shows my feed. And so I can upload, oh my gosh. So I can upload something and see what it will look like. You know what I mean? So if I'm trying to create a certain look, then I can upload it and kind of be like, okay, it'll look like that. Does it break up my feed, and do I want it or no? You know what I mean? That's why I use it, is just to kind of see. And then at that point, I've already edited and fixed a picture how I want it. So it's already done anyways. So that's the only thing I use that for. And you can actually go in and type up. I mean, you can use this to schedule. I actually tried it the other day to see if it would work. It doesn't even work. I don't know why. It didn't even schedule. So I was just seeing if it did work. And maybe there's something wrong, but I wouldn't want to use it anyways. But you can still go in and, oh, crap. Oh, go away. Okay, now something's happening here. So, like, I can go right here, and let's grab a picture really fast. Let's take this one again. Add. So you upload your photo, and then like it looks like an Instagram, like how you would type it up. So you could type your stuff up there if you wanted, just to have it in a spot. That's another thing you can do. But that's the only reason I use it. I used to try to use it to schedule, and then it never worked, and then the third party thing, and so now I just kind of look at it like if I'm trying to see what my feed will look like and figure out like, did I put enough quotes and all that, you know? That's kind of what I use that for. So the other thing I was thinking, Stacey, I remember you saying like you can't post at work. Can you upload stuff at work?
Yeah, I have to be careful because I'm the HR manager, but I'm like the picture of policy and procedure. So if I am on social media while I'm working, I'm actually breaking one of our policies. So that's why I have to be careful what I'm doing.
So is it more like a lunchtime thing that you can do it?
Yeah, except that I don't get a lunch. So I have to actually salary people don't get lunch.
What?
Yeah, you just work through it. I know, it's awesome, right? Awesome career that I chose. Also, I work anytime my phone dings because my email has to be connected to it. So anyway, I've been trying to just kind of sneak in like this past week, like something in my story that I already had prepared. Or I'll prep a post because I know I want it to go out in the afternoon, but it's a little bit more difficult unless I like walk away with my phone to the bathroom.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We just have a lot of HIPAA things that we have to be careful of as well, and so it's just kind of stringent.
What if you go sit it on the table? It's hairspray. It'll get you sticky. Stop spraying it. What I do, what I was saying in there last night is I actually didn't even upload them yesterday, so I'm going to upload them today and mention that it was yesterday's workout. But I will get all my stuff ready to upload like in the morning, and then just upload it some other time. Okay. So like, I don't know if you guys, I was going to show you guys how to do this because there's a lot of little tricks. My friend Ashley was asking me how to do this stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe you guys don't know because it's just been so long that I've been doing it. So a lot of times, like, we will make cupcakes after I'm done, okay? I signed up for 4 things for our fall festival to make today. Chili, cornbread, dessert, and cupcakes. I'm like, what was I thinking? So dumb. Okay, so to make just a pick, like a solid color. So you just literally go like this, tap a picture, like it doesn't matter what it is, and then go up to this little pencil, and then pick your color, and then hold. And then you get a solid color. So then if you want to do, you know how you can make the words go da, 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 like as you keep clicking the post? Okay, so then what you do is you would go, you would type, we'll just pretend. So you go like this, cash challenge, and then you save it. So you save that, upload it. So I'm going to pretend I just uploaded it. So you save it, upload that to your story. Your what? I don't know. And then after you've uploaded that, you go back into here, then go to your saved photo, and it's already there, and then add another one, save it, upload, save, like that's all you do until you're done. Does that make sense?
Will you go over how you get the solid color again? Because I couldn't see what you're pressing. Sorry, I'm slow.
Okay, so you go
with you on that one.
just like
I need just like one kind of like crash course on how to make my Instagram better because I don't know how to do anything on mine.
Okay, so just go and press like you're gonna take a picture. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay. And then you go to the little pencil right here. Like you're gonna write something, you're gonna type something, and then pick your color, and then hold it.
Oh, okay.
Color. Hang on. Oh wait. I didn't do it fast enough. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Hang on. Sorry.
On the trash.
There we go. So then you just hold it, and it comes. So I'll do it again.
Okay.
You come. So you take a picture. That's your pencil. Pick your color. And then hold. Why is it not? It doesn't do it every time I like try to turn my phone. Oh my gosh. Let me do it again. We're gonna try to do this so I can see it. Take your picture, pencil, color, hold.
Okay.
Sorry.
Got it.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot get this to work. And then yeah, so just to add those things on there, then you literally just keep save photo and then upload what you have and then come back. That way, like, you're not trying to have to redo it, and then your words are trying to match and they like shift every time. So that's how you do that. Then if you wanted, we're just gonna go like this. So if you wanted to, anytime you want to add something, just swipe up and then you can do like the questions, the polls. So the thing with polls is I always do 2 positive answers. I never do a positive and a negative because I don't, if they don't respond, then I don't, whatever, you know, but the last thing we need in our life is to eat ourselves alive over someone that said no. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, you can watch what's on right now, and I'll change it in a second. So I always do like, do you want to lose 10? How would it be to lose 10 to 15 pounds before Thanksgiving? I would love that. That's amazing. Like, I don't ever do anything negative. So then, after you've done a poll, let me go back. I wonder if I did a poll yesterday. I can't remember. I think I did like something about his show last night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then if you want to see who liked or whatever, you click the seen by, and then you can see the votes right here.
Oh.
Right there. So something that Micah shared in the thread yesterday is she said she was always, every time she did a health and fitness poll, she would only message those people. And for this, I usually will screenshot that so I can come back to it later if I need to. You can go back, sometimes you can go back and it'll save some stories and stuff, but it doesn't always do that in your archive.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I do that with my workout videos too. If you have an iPhone, I just screen record and then like scroll. So if I don't have time to do it before it disappears,
yeah.
I have like 10 days worth of people watching my stories. So then I just have a list so I can see who's continuing to watch it multiple times.
I like that. I didn't even think
you can, like, pause it. Same, like, and you can do the same thing with the poll.
Yeah.
Because I always like, if it's gonna expire and I know in 2 hours I'm not gonna be able to see, like I just do it before.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I like. You can do that or screenshot, but it's just so you can have those names later. It doesn't mean that you'll do anything right now, but when you're inviting, obviously, if they voted, then you can say something to them. But Micah was saying that she used to only respond to the people with health and fitness, but she said in the Shalene Johnson training, which I signed up too late, I can get the third video, but not the first and second. Okay. Just a second. She goes to all these people, the different kinds of polls that she's doing, and creates the connection with them. Like, so the people that said, can't get enough of Law and Order, message them and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe, I'm so glad that you are also an SVU lover. And then that starts a conversation. So you're creating the connection with other people, and it's not anything health and fitness related, but you've found a way to create a connection. So that's what she said she's been doing. And it's good because I feel like there's a lot of times that you're just like, you look beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love your hair. You know what I mean? But there's never like an interaction. And so now you have something in common. Now you know that person loves the same show as you. So you can talk about it. And so then the next time the next episode launches, you can say, oh my gosh, did you just see what happened? You know what I mean? And so you could stop. You could create a list of people at Super Saturday. They talked about like using a Google Sheets. And so you create a list of people, like your connection people, but how you met. So you would make a how you met column and you would say Law and Order poll. You know what I mean? So that way you remember you have Law and Order in common. So you know what I mean? So those are just some other ways to make connections that she had talked about that.
Do you, I missed this part. I had you on mute for a second. Do you put, so I know you don't do the yes or no with the fitness post, but do you do that like with Law and Order? I didn't see your post. Did you love it yes or no?
That time I didn't. You know what? I normally don't at all because I don't
Negativity, yeah.
care about the people that don't like it because I don't need to see that they don't like it.
Yeah.
If they don't like it, then we don't have it in common, so we don't need to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know. Like sometimes I don't like any negativity. So anytime something negative comes to me, it just like I get so overwhelmed because I'm like, then I start to think, oh my gosh, they don't like Law and Order. Now we don't have anything in common and I can't talk to them anymore. And then it escalates. You know what I mean? So there's no point in me creating like a negative, you know? So, I mean, you totally can, but I just don't like it. I don't need that in my life. So, was there anything else with Instagram that was, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I have a question. What do you guys use when you do your videos? Like when you guys record? Because
The page.
I have an Android. I don't have an iPhone though, but I just record it like on Instagram. But I don't know. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but I don't know. So I was just curious what you guys do.
Sorry, he's sticking his fingers in the outlet. It's fine.
That's probably more different. You should probably take
He
care of
always takes the back of a comb, a rat tail comb, and tries to shove it in there. I'm like, I do not have I ran out of safety things. I need to buy more. Okay, so it's kind of tedious, and that's why I only do a couple. So it depends on how you, Judd, stop it. Oh, Ari, will you go help him put that back in the outlet? He needs help putting that back in there. That little thing right there, he's trying to put it in there. Just put it in there and let him stay. That clear thing, right here. Look at me. Hello. Right there. That clear thing on the floor. Can you go put that back in the wall? Please help him put it back. Thank you. So I will probably record, maybe like four moves, because, you know, like, you don't need to show you don't have to show your entire workout, but just something, you know. Thank you. And so I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I ever had an Android. I did forever ago. It's been so long though. So it's called Video Shop. It looks like this.
Okay.
And I use that to trim, I'll show you how to take off the sound, speed up, and all that. So when you go in there, I made some yesterday, I just didn't finish them. So that's the thing, is it's kind of time consuming, but if you can like get pretty quick at it, it will just take a second. And then you can hurry and upload and be done. So you click, I gotta go back. So you click the add button, and then import new. And then let's do, I don't know. Oh, I have a lot of workout videos on here. I haven't deleted. Okay,
so you were on your phone, but then you go into that app.
Yeah.
And then that's the import section. And that's where you kind of fix it.
But it doesn't import into Instagram. So I use two apps. So I use this app to cut and splice. So I'll put 2 videos there. And in my head, I know that it can only be 15 seconds. So what I do, okay, this is the one thing I want to show you. So when you have a video right here, if you tap this down like this and take off the sound. That's how you take off the sound, so it won't hear you breathing or anything. And so when you put the music over it, you don't hear anything else.
Right.
So that's the most important thing. Like whatever you do, just take off your sound. So
Okay.
then I'll go right here and I'll trim it. But when I'm trimming, so I always put 2 videos together because I feel like they don't need to watch me for 15 seconds doing like the same thing. Like, you know, I want them to kind of see enough and then be done, you know. That's just
Right.
what I like. So I'll go and trim it. And let's see. I will trim it to 15 seconds, whatever I do, because I'm going to speed it up twice. I'm going to do by 2. So then it'll make it like 7.5 seconds. And then when I have 2 videos, they end up being 15 seconds. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll come and do, yeah. But I can't make it be quiet. So like it, you can see right there, that's how long it is right now.
What do you be?
And then I'll be done.
What do you be?
I'm gonna, we'll see if it fits. And then I go to speed right here. Everything is in those little things. And then I just go 2.0 because I want it doubled. And so then I'll click done. Oh, it's not showing very well. I wonder if I can, let me like turn on the brightness a little bit. That help, yeah. So then now you can see it won't have any sound when it plays, but you can see it's faster.
Yeah, because with Lift 4, you had like a little bit more time to be able to record stuff, at least the way I was doing it through Instagram. But with Shift Shop, it's like there's no time.
Yeah.
It's so much faster. So I haven't even tried to make a video through Prep Week.
Yeah, so that's all I do is I literally just will, I'll walk up there, press record, done, record, and then,
What do you mind?
okay. She wants to show you her pumpkin really fast, her pumpkin.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. What are you going to be for Halloween?
A mermaid.
A mermaid. Wow. Cool.
So, what'd you just ask me? Oh, yeah, so I'll just go up, press record like 4 times. And I stop them. So I don't do a continuous video. I stop them so that when I'm uploading them, I don't have to sit there and splice a 4-minute video 4 times. I'll just pick like the move, and you can, if you wanted to, you can only record like 30 seconds of it or whatever, you know? So then I would do that same thing with that video. Here, let me hurry and do it really fast.
What's the app called again?
Video Shop.
That's a lot easier than what I was doing.
Yeah, and you know what? It kind of, this kind of is time consuming, but it's fine. Like, stop.
But you could do this after the workout.
Yeah. So I never do it during the workout.
Yeah, when I was doing it through Instagram, I would have to like stop real quick and, you know, post it to be able to show
And that's the problem is I actually like to, I don't have a mirror where I'm working out. So I like to keep my phone up there with it. Even if I'm not videoing, I like to see myself because I don't have a mirror. So that's how I watch myself, to see my form. It's silly because Keith will come down and he'll be like, "Are you recording?" I'm like, "No, I just am trying to see what I'm doing because I don't have a mirror. I can't like compare myself. So I just want to see like, am I squatting very low? Am I doing it right in comparison to what's on the TV, you know?" Okay, just a minute, okay? So then I'll speed this up really fast. When you're done, you just save it to your photos. So then you click next,
Mhm.
and then it'll like, oh my gosh, why does it keep doing that? Then you go just this button right here, and then save to your photos. And then when it's saved, then it's done. Okay, so then the next app that I use to do, if I want to put words on it already, like this is just nice if you, like Stacy, like you don't have time at work or whatever. It's just nice to have the words and everything already on there. So like if you get fast at it, it really only took me yesterday like 5 minutes to do all the stuff that I want. So then I go into, I use, it's called Hype Type. And some of these might be like $1, but they're totally worth it. So I go into Hype Type.
I want chips.
You want chips? Then go get them in the cupboard. So the reason what I learned is you have to speed it up before you put it in Hype Type. Hype Type does have a speed up option. However, it'll cut it into like 7 seconds if you try to speed it up in there. So you don't want that. You want to use the whole 15 seconds. So to upload your video, you'd swipe up. Oh, whoops, I swiped up too far. You'd swipe up, and then nothing happens. You go to your video right here. Yeah, it's too slow. Okay, so then it'll say double tap to edit if you want to add words. So double tap, and then you have two things. So like you can put words here. You can have words come up twice if you wanted. So shift, shop. Oh, shift, shift, shop. And then if I want something else to come up later on, then I just swipe over and then put round 1. And then we're done with my text. And this could be like like you can put cash challenge or, you know, just whatever you want on this. It'll already be there. So then if you want music, you press, or here, let's fix the text first. Then you go to text, and there's all these different options of what you can do with your text. So I want it to be this. You can see it'll just keep changing. But I want it to be, let's see. Oh, shoot. Come back. I want it to be purple. Oh my gosh, I cannot. My fingers are too fat. So, but it keeps changing the color, but I want it to be the green. So you just keep tapping this until it comes up the color that you want. So if I tap it again, the same one, it'll show you a different option. And then you'll see that it's coming over here. So then you can come back to this 3 lines. So the T is where you want the text. So you can move it around. So I want the text to start right there. Wait, yeah. You want it to start later on in the video, you can kind of move it around of when you want it to start. So maybe there's a certain move that you want it to be, or what? Oh, don't put that in the fridge. We already have an apple juice in the fridge. That doesn't go in the fridge right now. No, put it back on the floor, please. Thank you, though. And then you can, so this, yeah, I just don't use that speed option because you can't, like it just cuts it into 7 seconds and it's dumb. So you can move the text however you want. Then you can click add music. And let's do, I don't even know who an artist is. I only listen to personal development. I don't listen to music very often. Let's do,
I totally just go look up the top charts in like a certain year because I can never remember songs.
I know, I'm like, I can't remember the name. So you can do, I'm going to do this song. So you can listen to the song, and then I'm going to use it. And then if I want it to start a different part, I kind of just move this around. Just flip it.
Hey.
So then that's what I want it, and done. And then I download it. And then it'll save, and then that's what I upload to Instagram. And then after all that is done and I've uploaded all my videos, I just go and delete out of my photo album.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
That definitely seems easier than how I was.
Yeah, because I used to do the whole thing with when I was doing the video, but then I found myself spending like an extra 15 minutes because I was so worried about it loading, and then I had to start it back over and all the things, you know what I mean? And so now I just video and then figure it out after, you know?
How do you mute again?
Oh, so tap the sound thing on the little square. So down at the very bottom.
This one mine.
No, nope, down farther. On your little square that's highlighted.
This one mine.
Oh, okay, sounds
Then
gotcha.
swipe it down. The other thing, okay, I don't want him drink. You drink yours first.
Huh?
You drink yours first, and then I'll help him drink his. I don't trust you. We'll have yogurt all over. Okay, the other thing I was gonna say about Instagram. I don't know if you need this. So you can use, I always use this option, the hands-free. But if you hold it down, it'll go 3, 2, 1, and then it'll start. So you don't have to like press and then run away. You know what I mean? So you can go like this and hold it, and then it'll start counting.
Oh.
You have 3 seconds to get somewhere. So then it's not like trying to hurry, push and then run. So that's another thing that's cool too about that.
Transform yourself in the blink of an eye with one visit to
Is it good? You like it? Better like that. They bought the screen. So does that help at all? Any of that?
Yeah.
All of it does.
Okay.
Mama, I don't want that.
But I get a lot of good feedback, I feel like, through the videos. So that's why I don't want to stop doing them. But yeah,
Right.
it takes a lot. But if you see, like, who consistently watches or, like, messages you or makes, like, a comment, you
Right.
know.
Go put that on the counter. Go put it on the counter. And that's what yeah, I like, and you want to show that you're doing your workouts. And
Right.
that's the thing is if you plan an extra 5 minutes, get up an extra 5 minutes earlier, and you can just do this right after your workout and it's done.
Yeah.
But it's done in like a professional and quick and, you know, like they're not sitting there watching you do the same move for like 20 minutes and
Yeah.
sore. You know what I mean? So that's what I really like about it. Let me grab your chocolate milk. Hang on, sorry. This always happens to me. I know it's right there. Anything else with Instagram specifically? Another thing. Oh, another thing that good thing that was empty. Another thing that I have started doing in my direct messages in Instagram is people, because I've noticed they won't respond to my text, and I know that they've seen it. So then I will go and say, create a video in there. That's it. It'll be like a 15-second video, I think. I'll say, hey, I don't know if you saw my message, but I have this group going on. I'd love to have you in it. You know, I don't want to overwhelm you, but let me know if you have questions. I want to help you with those goals that you had. Usually if you do a video message, they'll respond to you because they feel dumb watching your video and then they didn't respond. So that's another thing I've done too. What is this chocolate? How do we have chocolate on the couch? Oh, my kids are disgusting. Okay, let me think. Is that pretty much everything? Yeah. Okay, so let me talk about invites for a second. This is how I invite. So simple. I go, so when I do, maybe I'll do a workout, like 2 workout videos, and then I'll like share a transformation of somebody, and then I'll do something else within those 3. So I'll go to those videos. So I did like 3 videos in a row yesterday. So I'll go to like 1, 2, 3, or say that was 3. I'll go to like the 3rd video, see whose names are still there. You can swipe like this and see the names. So typically the people that are still watching, obviously they're still watching, right?
Right.
The people that haven't clicked off. I'll go and look at my list, and I have just a standard message that I send to the people on my stories. I go and look and make sure I've never sent anything. This is literally if I've never sent anything to them. I say, let me read it because I don't know what I say. I literally copy and paste it. Where is it? I have like literally like 5 of the same script. I've just changed it. Nope, not that one. Okay, it says, hey, and then I'll add their name. Girl, thank you so much for nope, not that one. Thank you so much for watching my stories. I so appreciate you following my journey. It's not easy always putting myself out there, but easier knowing I have awesome people like you around. I'm curious, have you ever thought of joining one of my online boot camps or accountability groups, or are you just a Rockstar supporter? That's it. And that's my invite. And that's how I send so many. Yeah. Just put it back. Put it back. Then, if I'll go to my transformation post. I'll look at everybody that's liked it and say, hey, so-and-so. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much for loving on my transformation posts. I so appreciate you following my journey. It's not easy putting myself out there, especially in a swimsuit when I did that one. Like, I'll try to change it up just a tad, you know, but then I end up copying and pasting it to everybody. And then same thing. I'm curious. Have you ever thought about, go put it away. Have you ever thought about joining one of my online accountability groups, or are you just a Rockstar supporter? Majority of the time, people will say they're a Rockstar supporter, but at least you know. And you, like, so what I do is I write down, stop, right now, stop. I can't hold it. I will write down, this is how I do my invites. And it's not salesy. It's literally just like thanking them. And then I have a notebook. I make a line. I line them up. I write their name. If they say they're a supporter, I kind of put supporter by their name. But if they mention, like, I've kind of thought about it, but not right now, or anything, I just put a little note, and then that's when I transfer them to somewhere else to track. But that's how I do my invites, and that's what I found. And then at the end of the week, I go and add everybody to wherever I track them. So I do that with transformations. Sometimes I'll do it for new followers. I had a friend, what are you doing? I had a friend tell me yesterday that she does, oh my gosh, Ari, you guys broke it. Hang on, sorry. Okay, Ari, no, okay, this is broken. No, stop. Okay, Ari, he is going to cut himself. Hand that to me, there you go. I said no, do not touch those again. Sorry, I have these coasters, and they, like, Judd literally broke one in half. And he's gonna slice his hands. So I had a friend say, he went to, new followers. She goes to new followers, and she says, hey, thanks so much for following me. I love connecting with you, with new people. Hope to see you on my stories. So she just invited them to go watch her stories, and that's where she does a lot of her stuff. So then they go over there. That's another thing she does. So there's so many different things, and everyone's going to have something that works differently for them. Like, not everybody's going to have the same, you know, everybody's market's different, and so that's another thing that she does. So what I found is, Caitlin knows this, when I do my invites first thing in the morning, my day is awesome. I have a really good day, because what I used to do is I would procrastinate my entire power hour because I was so stressed about my invites. And you know what? Just send them, and if you're sending 10, send 10, and done. I never respond while I am inviting. So when I'm inviting from 6 to 6:30, if someone responds, I do not respond. A, because I get caught up and sidetracked, and then I don't actually invite any more people. B, sometimes if someone says they're just a supporter, then it gives a negative vibe, and then I lose my groove, and then I get upset because I thought they were interested, but they're not, and all these things. So then I just get upset and I don't do anything. So I do not respond to anybody when I am inviting. When I am inviting from 6 to 6:30, I do not respond to any single message other than what I'm sending. So, and then I know when I come back later, that is when I will respond to everything. That's how I do it. My day is so much better when they're done. When I don't do it in the morning, it's not that I dread them. It's just that my whole power hour is slower because I haven't done them. And then it's like, keep putting it at the bottom. You know what I mean? And the initial invite, it will not come across salesy when you think. So at Super Saturday, Chris talked about you have a gift that you're sharing. So that's what you're doing. You are not selling to anybody. You are sharing this gift with everybody. So when you come across as a good mindset and say your affirmations beforehand, it will make such a difference instead of being like, I have a spot. It's the last day of the month. You know what I mean? Like coming across that way. Do you want it? You know? So it really will not, I think we overthink it way too much thinking, oh, it's going to come across salesy. And you know, the only way you can be successful is to fail. Like we've all done it. So it's okay if it comes across weird. So, but typically if you think like you have a gift and if you totally believe in what you're doing, it comes across fine. It doesn't come across salesy. Does that help with invites at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, and then Stacey, with rejection, it wipes out rejection completely because you literally are like, and if someone says, I'm just a rock star supporter, I say, thank you so much for supporting me. I so appreciate you. Can't wait to see you on my stories.
You know what happened to me?
What?
So everybody has watched what I'm doing enough. They're just trying all of the outside stuff of not having to commit. You're such an inspiration. I love seeing what you're cooking. But they don't want to have to commit. And I don't know if it's because they're just not ready to fully change. But they're just like, oh, it's just a few things that I've done. I've already lost some weight. Thanks for being such an inspiration.
So I think you need to talk about
That
the
was in
community.
the
too.
eye.
I think community and accountability groups. Bye, Caitlin.
Bye.
Bye, Caitlin.
Those make a big deal too because people don't have that. And I think that it goes back to if you have that common thing, you have to talk about it in a post somewhere. You got to talk about it a little bit more. And from it, and I always, when people are like, I just want on demand, I tell them, okay, here's the thing. From my experience, when people just get on demand, they do not use it. They do not use it. They have to, it's something about investing a little more money and getting a meal plan and getting something with it that makes the mind like, I don't know, you just are finally all in, you know? So I think just when people, like, especially as telling Brooke, when people tell me specifically, I just don't have money. I don't just say, okay, let me know when you have money. I always say, I totally get it. I was there right there with you. This and this and this happened. Like, I tell them exactly what I went through. And then I say, I learned that if I actually just cut out a couple gas station runs, I actually could have enough money. And then if they're still like that, I'll be like, have you ever thought of coaching? You know what I mean? Like, just, I never let them win because they're just giving me an excuse anyways. You know, if they wanted it bad enough, because how many times have you seen somebody say, no, I don't want that, and then go and buy whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, you see that a lot.
I can't afford that, and then they go buy new outfits.
Yeah. Like, buy a
That's-
car or something. I'm
Also
like,
what?
whatever.
Also
You
what?
can't pay $20 for your car. You know. So I just keep talking about it. And then if it kind of dwindles in the conversation, whenever I invite somebody, I always remind them what they told me their goals were or what we talked about. So like, hey, Julie, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I have an awesome group coming up. I remember you saying you were wanting to lose 15 pounds before your wedding. I'd love to help you with that, blah, 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 you know, and then just keep going. So I think if you literally like just think of it as a gift, it will not come across salesy. And I'll find that follow-up thing because the initial invite usually doesn't, like, there was one time I had somebody reach out to me and buy within like 10 minutes. Like, never have that.
I'm just kidding. I
I was
remember
like-
with you. I wish people were like me when I saw you, because I was just like, okay,
Yeah, and
why
that's
not?
Ari, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? No, let him play with it or else you're in timeout. Let him play. Yes.
I figure I'm getting all the people that were like me. It took me a year.
So you need to tell them that. I think you need to talk about it, and I think in a
Yeah.
post you need to talk
I
about
tried to in my stories, talk about how reluctant we were.
it. Uh-huh.
But Clint's just like, they just need to see me because I've lost so much weight. And I'm like, yeah, but how many times do you want to be in my story? Like, like I keep trying.
You need to post a legit transformation of him. Like
What?
I think you need to post a legit transformation of him, like a side by side.
I know. I do.
Because I think that would, and that's the thing that I've learned is you have to post like at least one transformation a week because people need to see something is happening, whether you're shouting somebody else out or not. Like, that's why I try every night-ish post to post a transformation.
I know, I'm struggling because I don't have anything on myself that's transforming.
Well, you can do from when you very first start. It doesn't have to be like within the last week. It just different pictures of when you first started versus now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it's different that way. And I have a folder, like an album in my phone that says motivation, and it's usually all my before photos.
Okay.
Finding all before photos, and if someone tags me something, I'm like, oh, I could use that. I just put it in there, and then I'll have them, you know? And then I'll make a bunch of transformation pictures at once. So when I need to use one, I have something to use instead of being like, oh, well, I didn't get ready today. Now I look like crap, so I can't use them.
We were so embarrassed of how we looked. Typically, we're really like hidden, or we deleted them because we just felt so hideous.
Well, and I think you need to talk about that. I think you need to talk about, like, I don't have any before photos because I was so embarrassed. And you can say, I remember there was this one day that my pants would not button up, or there's this one day we went and did family pictures, and I looked at them and was like, no, I do not want those. I deleted every single one. Like, you need to take them back and tell, you know, because, like, that will really make people be like, yeah, I did that too. You know, there's a lot of people that delete their before pictures.
Yeah. Or how I never took a before picture of my first challenge.
Because, like, in my before picture, my very first one, I let Keith take 2. And I was like, get this over with. You know, and you can see it in my eyes, like, oh, gosh. You know? Like, no smiles, nothing. It's like, just do this and go away, you know? Yeah. So I think the more you talk about that, that really helps. And then, oh my gosh. I was telling Brooke, like, so when you're posting, you want like 5 things that you want people to know you by. So, like, me, what was mine? I wrote them down somewhere. Like, family, health and fitness, fashion, makeup, that type of thing. What was my other one? Like a toddler mom. And I had another, like, what was it? Why did I just blink out? I can't remember what it was. But like your 5 pillars. So you want 5 things that you want people to think, like, oh, the new Naked palette from Urban Decay came out. Oh my gosh, I wonder if Jess is using that. You know, just things like that. Like, you want them to, like, correlate. So, like, Stacey, when I think of you, I think of hunting. And, like, outdoors. And, yeah. You know what I mean? So that, and then, like, you can talk about being an HR manager. Like, that's your full-time job. And how you make it work on the side to do this. Because you have such a great market of people being like, I don't have time. Like, time out. I work full-time on salary. I don't know. You still meal prep. You still have fun with your family. I will find them. You still have results. You still eat healthy. Like, you know what I mean? You can talk about that a lot. Stop.
Yeah.
Go away. Oh,
the meals that I prepped last night, I'm not posting that Clint's going to be out of town all week. I feel like that opens me up to be really vulnerable. So, but those are all of his regular meals for when he gets back from hunting. And so, anyway, I used it as my meal prep because I don't want people to think, oh, she's all alone.
Yeah, when I think of you too, I think of food, because every time you post stuff about food, it looks pretty. Like, mine does not look pretty like that. I'm not kidding. Yours looks so good. And so, like, I think those are the things, like, you finally figure out the 5 things about them. Maybe you have a shoe obsession, or you're addicted to, like, I know a lot of people, when they think of me, they think of grammar, because I'm like a grammar Nazi. Like, I cannot stand when things are spelled incorrectly. Like, stuff like that drives me crazy. And when, like, punctuation is incorrect, that really bugs me. Stop it.
I think one thing I've become known for, I'm over the wellness committee at work, and the ladies that are on the committee, they've found me and they follow me, and they're like, we look forward to your motivation post every morning. It makes our day. So, like, that's become my thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I love
because that was the thing that even got me wanting to do the coaching part, was to be able to motivate.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of, I've defaulted that that's become my morning post.
Yeah.
For better or for worse, it's just become what I do.
Yes. All right, get down right now. Get down. And I think that too, because I always see your quotes in the morning. I'm like, I love those. All right. Hang on, I gotta grab my computer charger because it said it's close. Because I wanted to show you guys this one other app.
Hello, Brooke.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just
Good,
trying
you
to
look like,
figure out how to work Instagram.
oh, I know. I'm just old, so I don't know.
I am not very good with technology from the beginning. I'm actually trying to download that app right now, the Planoly one, but I don't know I have 3 Instagram accounts. One for my job, and then
Oh,
one for Beachbody, and then one for like my personal life. And it keeps trying to link like my personal one when I'm like trying to get it to link to the Beachbody one. So I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I figure this out?
I know, it's frustrating.
Oh my gosh, so frustrating. Ugh.
Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. So the app that I use for Ari, oh crap. Will you go plug that cord in? Go plug this cord in, will you? Take this cord and go plug it in the wall. Please. Hurry, Ari, my computer's gonna die. Hurry fast.
I need some more coffee.
This is not helpful.
Ugh.
Then do it. You were right there. Hurry, go fast. Go plug it in for me. Hurry, right there. That cord right there. Go plug it in the wall for me. Fast, fast, fast. Hey, you're not being very fast. But here, look, right there. Plug it in right there. Hurry fast, Ari. My gosh. She is a turtle, you guys. Like, it tells me how slow she is. Like, trying to get her to school is like a joke. And she's like, oh, but look at this. This purse is so pretty. I'm like, bleh. Okay. So the thing that I use for transformations or side-by-sides, it's called Flip Pick. It looks like that.
Okay.
Guys, get down, Ari. Ari, you guys are going to fall, and I'm not in the mood for that. Get down. Not in the mood. So it's called Split Pick. The reason I like it is because you can change the size of the outline. So you just come in here and, oh, whoa. You do the side-by-side. And so you can change the size of it if your photo doesn't work. So say you have a photo where like your before photo is really close. Stop it now. Your before photo is really close, but your after is a little bit farther away. But you can't make your before photo smaller. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't make it smaller. So, just a second. Down. Down. You're done. Go. Go in. Down. I know. Move. What do you think happened, Ari? Ruin our entire wall. Stop right now. I'm literally gonna kill you guys. Stop.
How'd your move go, Stacy? I've been watching. I know you just moved, huh?
Yes, I did, and I think that it's good now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's been crazy. And then, did you see that whole thing that I talked about this morning on the mail? We have an actual
I
mail.
haven't barely been on Instagram. Right when I saw your video, we started with the meeting. I'm a little bit behind you guys. I'm in California, so I woke up.
I always forget.
Like, no, I need to get on.
I know.
I was like, ah. So I literally like jumped out of bed and like got on real quick.
That's funny. No, so we have a mailbox in front of our house, so we just assume that's how we got mail. But
Yeah.
the people that own the house before us they just never cut it down. There hasn't been mail delivered to houses for 5 years in this neighborhood that we're in. So for a month now, we've been wondering, like I'd been waiting for my shift shop stuff, my new PD book, like stuff, and we hadn't gotten any mail. So I had to go to 3 different post offices to find out who delivers our mail and then where they deliver it. And there's like 50 feet down from our house, there's this community box for our road. No clue.
Wow.
I'm just like, okay, moving here is awesome, but could things go a little easier?
Well, at least you figured it out. I mean, hopefully you got all your stuff too, huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, everything was there.
How funny. I would have been like, thanks for the memo. Whoever like.
Yeah, seriously, why didn't the people tell us? And here's your mail key, because now we have to pay to have the lock changed and get a new mail key. So,
Oh.
like, I'm not going to be negative. It's fine.
Don't be negative. It'll all work out.
I know. Everything happens in the right time, right?
That's what I like to say, yeah. Just go with the flow. That's how I look at it.
Go put those yogurts away right now. Sorry, guys. Just one sec.
Oh, you're fine. I'm still trying to figure out how to get into this thing. I'm trying to change my password. And you guys do a lot of hunting, huh? You and your husband?
Yeah. So he grew up on horses. His grandpa had cows and all of that stuff, so they just lived. He used to team rope and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they rode horses to hunt. They're a really outdoor family. And we've been married 8 years now, and he got me into hunting. And so I really like it. And I love cooking with all the different game meats.
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of different good flavors, and, well, they're really low in fat, like the meats. Like elk meat only has 4% fat. So
Yeah.
anyway, we love it. We love hiking and getting outdoors. We fish sometimes, but we'd rather be hiking. So
Yep. My dad is a big hunter.
Oh,
I was
really?
raised, yep, on all that good meat. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, when you're up at that cabin at Bear Lake, I was like, oh, because I'm from California. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I was born in San Diego.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we went up there for my fiance's sister's 30th birthday. So we
Oh,
just went
nice.
there for fishing. But my dad hunts a lot and fishes a lot. And him and his girlfriend bought property like 2 years ago now in Colorado on hunting ground. So they're retiring on
Really?
property and they're gonna build their dream home. He's so funny. He's like, I can just, walk out my front door and hunt when I'm old and tired.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, they planned it all out. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
But
Oh my gosh. Y'all hurry through this. So I uploaded 2 photos that you can see what I'm talking about. So like this one is not obviously the same size as this one, but I can't make that one smaller. So I can come to this and change the size of it. So instead of 3 to 4, it's gonna be 1 to 1, which is a square. So then I change the size of it, and then I can make that one smaller in there, and then I can even them out. So that's what I do. So then, let's see. No, I don't really know. I mean, that's close enough, but then I can make them even.
Oh, got it.
So you just sometimes have to change the picture size in this one, and then you can zoom out. That's what I like about this app. So
That's Flip Pick, right?
split pick, yeah.
Flip.
when you downloaded that app, do you get a lot of ads? Because when I downloaded it a couple weeks ago, I got ads all over the place.
Yeah, you just have to sit there. If you just wait like 10 seconds, eventually an X will appear somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, because I downloaded it, like you said, and I got ads all over, and I'm like, why do I keep getting ads? And I was like, oh, I bet you it's from that app.
Yeah.
It was, okay.
Yeah, so if you just sit there and wait while you're in the app for like 10 seconds, you can just exit, and a little X will appear somewhere.
Okay.
That's how you get out.
Okay.
But,
Sounds good.
okay, that was pretty much like all the random things I was thinking about. You
The
guys
only
have-
other thing, just from my email, is just maybe finding a time to have a one-on-one.
Okay,
Because, because Clint's gone, so that makes it easy, because then I have no after work anything going on.
how long is he gone for?
The week. He left early this morning, and he's gone all week.
Oh, sweet. Okay,
I know, I don't know what to do with my time.
right?
I'm going to beach body. That's what I'm going to do.
There you go.
Let me look at my calendar.
Plan posts and do all that stuff. Maybe for a month. My busiest time at work is coming up. It's open enrollment. So I'm going to be crazy.
Sorry. I'm like going to kill them right now.
Do you want me to be pretend grandma today and give you a break?
What?
I said, do you want me to be pretend grandma today and give you a break?
Well, we have our fall. Please wait. Just a minute. Ari is just in this very whiny stage, and like she's impatient, just like Keith. Keith is so impatient, it's ridiculous. And she's just impatient. Stop hitting me. And Judd is in like the I'm gonna get into everything phase, and
Right.
I don't feel good, and I want you guys to just sit and be quiet phase. I have to just
I
make
remember.
up today. Holy crap.
I remember.
Okay, so let me look at my calendar. I'm almost thinking, I can't remember. I think I'm volunteering at our school. Maybe like Monday or Tuesday. Oh, I teach dance Tuesday. Oh, that's mornings. Never mind. What about Monday sometime?
That's fine. I mean, I have work, but
What time you get off? Like you're home at like 6-ish?
yeah.
Okay. We can do sometime after that. How about, do you just want to let me know when you're off and then
Yeah.
what the time is? Because I don't have anything Monday.
Okay.
I'll just put it in there at like 7-ish or something just to have so I don't forget. I don't know how to add something on my phone calendar or my computer calendar. Who took my phone? Who took my phone? Oh, dang kids. They just steal things right out underneath my nose. Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Brooke, did you want to stay on and talk about anything else, or did we cover the stuff that you were thinking about?
I think we covered a lot of it.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of it was like that night that we talked kind of back and forth, answered a lot, like my posting and stuff. I think what I'm just going to do is just really start sharing my story more and like everything that I gave up and all my nasty habits to become healthier.
And
And
I think it's just like when you can really take someone back to how you felt, like how you felt before.
Yeah,
How you
definitely.
felt crappy. How you felt when you were around your friends. How you felt when you were around your spouse, fiance, and you know what I mean? Like you were so uncomfortable. Like I know for me, I was always like wearing leggings because I was just like, well, leggings, they kind of squeeze me in down there. You know what I mean? And just all those things. Like I think if you can just take someone back to that point.
Yeah.
And
I think share my story and try to like, try to use it as like the money thing, because that's what everything is. When I get feedback, it's money. And then just try to be live more and hop on and show my face more.
Yeah, I think that makes a difference. There's a difference between like photos of yourself on your stories, but just getting on and talking, like so people can.
That's my hardest.
And like my first story, I was stressed out. Like, this is so scary. And now I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
You know, actually,
Better at it, but it's
there is
hard.
one thing I was going to ask you before you hop off is I made 2 Instagrams because I know there are some people that wouldn't want to be flooded with my stories and stuff, so that's why I made two. And there are a lot of my friends that are on them both. There is one person though that is following me on that Instagram, and I'm sure he's not gonna want to see me live, but I don't know how to like just cut him out of the Beachbody. Do you know how to undo it? Like,
I just wouldn't worry about it.
okay.
So, like, that's what's so cool about Beachbody is so that's why you want to share your life.
Okay.
So your page shouldn't, like, technically your page shouldn't be only health and fitness. Like, you want them to know you. So, like, when you look at your feed, like, what do you see if you're, you know, like, so I try to do that every few days. I'll look at my feed and say, okay, what are my pictures look like?
Mhm.
Okay, I have a transformation, but I have family. I was out somewhere. I have a quote. We don't have the sprinkle Pop-Tarts. Ari riding a horse, me and my husband making dinner. So, like, trying to hit all these areas. So, like, when someone scrolls my feed, they'll see a transformation and maybe working out, but that's not what they'll only see.
Right. I post both, but the Beachbody I don't do the Beachbody on my personal account, but I do all my personal photos and family on Instagram on this one too. So I just do double post sometimes.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, I just won't worry about it. But that was it. I mean, everything else I wanted to talk to you about was just trying to be able to utilize.
Well, and I think once you can just, oh my gosh, stop. They're both like obsessed with these vitamins. They try to, they're like gummy bear vitamins, and they try to eat like 50 a day. You can't.
We're
When
going to have a vitamin overdose.
right? And I think you'll get to a point, and I'm trying to think of what book, like a fear of rejection. Like, when you hear no's, that means you're doing your job. Like, you're doing a good job.
Right.
So that's, every time I hear a no, I'm like, I'm just one step closer to the yes. Because typically 10 to 15 no's will get you a yes. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, statistically speaking, but 10 to 15 new people, I guess. And so every time I hear no's, I'm like, yes, you know, like, we're getting so much closer to finding the person that is wanting to change. And have you looked at that tracker that Micah's, the one that they're test grouping?
Is that one that you shared in here too? And like, yeah.
That one, where is it? That one is so good because I love that it talks about the time and like how you do things. Like how much time you should technically be spending on stuff, you know, and writing your why and making sure, like, each week I think our why kind of changes, you know, because things change.
I just forget to turn it in, like take a picture. I forget.
Mine yet, so I'm just.
I need the big
sorry.
one.
I'm gonna take a picture and send it today. I'm like, sorry, I forgot.
I know. That's the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, they don't really care. I mean, you know. So I mean, as long as you're honest.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that tracker. I really enjoyed that one. Just
Okay.
because I love that it puts go into your challenge group. I always work to like interact, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was it.
Perfect. Sorry. Okay, he got that little pumpkin tail stuck on his head.
Oh my gosh.
It's so devastating. You're fine. All right, let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'll look at some of my apps and see if there's something else that I can think of.
Okay. All right then.
Hey,
Well, guys, I'll talk to you later.
hey, bye guys.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, say bye. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.